We're doing pretty well in the live and feeder cattle at this point. What do you see?
Well, that's right, sir. We are seeing a little bit of a bounce here this morning. This June live cattle contract is traded as low as 194.65, and we're trading up here at 195.90, 195.95 right now, with a high being today at 196.15. So we're seeing a little bit of cash trade start to surface here in Kansas and Texas. I have heard of some Kansas trade as high as 205. Can't get a really good confirmation on it, but I've heard it from a couple different sources down there that might be trading down there. Also hearing that 207 to 208 is trading here in Nebraska, the eastern part of Nebraska, central Nebraska, starting to surface with bids of that as well. A lot of 330 on a dress basis is what I'm hearing as well, too, for that dress trade. Now, looking here at the outright futures side of things here, I know this isn't what people want to hear, but I can't really get bullish these June cattle until we close above that 199.40 area where our highs are made here earlier this week. We got to get up there into that gap and then close above that gap ideally here. And I do think that as the day moves forward here, we are seeing enough commercial sell pressure here. June's losing about 30 cents to August losing about 52 cents to October, and the October's losing about 30 cents to the December. We are seeing some commercial sell pressure here on this rally here today. So looks to me like it's some non-commercial short covering, maybe some small spec buy coming in here, buying it against these lows here and running stops below yesterday's lows. That's kind of what it looks like to me, because that's when the order book kind of fills up down there once we start getting down towards today's lows. We did see a few of those stop orders start to pop up there on the sell side here once we got, if we were to get below yesterday's lows. So,
again, that's livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. If you would like to talk to Kyle about the livestock markets, call him at 308-708-7340. That's 308-708-7350. This is the Rural Radio Network.
The weather is warming up, and so are the weeds. Time to load up the sprayer with Acuron corn herbicide. Applying Acuron before corn emerges defends against weed competition and protects your yield potential. Start strong with an early application of Acuron for cleaner fields, less stress, and more bushels per acre in the bin at harvest. Always read and follow label instructions. Acuron is a restricted use pesticide.
At Farm Credit Services of America, our promise to customer owners pays. We've distributed cashback dividends for 21 consecutive years and are proud to once again report this year's payout is a full 1% of each customer's eligible financing. That adds up to $392.6 million shared this year and more than $3.7 billion since 2004. Count on FCS America and your 1%. Terms apply. Visit fcsamerica.com for details.
This is a market update. I'm Bruce Gorder on the Rural Radio Network. Well, news early Friday featured China again raising tariffs to 125% on American goods after the Trump administration moved the import tax on Chinese goods up to 145%. Other nations receiving a 90-day pause in tariffs as the negotiations are ongoing. In the U.S., the area of corn experiencing drought fell by 11 percentage points to just 28%. In other news, the Argentine corn harvest slowed by rain, moved to 23% done, while the Buenos Aires exchange left production unchanged at 49 million metric tons. You got to respect a market that can rise on bad news. Soybeans are just such a market, with May beans embarking on a fifth consecutive higher day finish despite the ratcheting up of the trade war between the U.S. and China. May corn is up 6 cents at 4.88 3/4. July up 6 1/4 at 4.95. May soybeans up 13 1/4 at 10.42 1/2. July up 14 1/2 at 10.51 1/4. May wheat up 17 at 5.55. May wheat that's in Chicago. May wheat in Kansas City up 13 3/4 at 5.71 3/4. And in Minneapolis, the May spring wheat is higher by 14 1/2 at 6.16 1/2. June live cattle 95 cents higher at 196.15. August up $1.12 at 193.32. May feeder cattle up 2.12 at 277.42. August up 262 at 282.55. May lean hogs 25 cents higher at 86.75. The June contract up 32 at 93.50. And the May contract for milk is 20 cents lower at 17.25. This is the Rural Radio Network.